Welcome Aquarius to your weekly reading. This is for the 14th to the 21st of July. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Aquarius, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Aquarius, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Aquarius, you're coming through at the beginning of the week presenting as Queen of Pentacles. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine. It is the energy of Queen of Pentacles I am speaking about. Now, as you are coming through as Queen of Pentacles, Aquarius, we know at the beginning of the week you have this energy around you of abundance. There is something that you are either doing or you're going to decide to do that brings in abundance and prosperity into your life. Now, this could very well have to do with your pentacles, your money, your career, your job, your finances, or, my dear Aquarians, it could be something that you feel will make you prosperous at this time. So it could be feeling good. Perhaps you haven't been feeling well and all of a sudden you start to feel better. Then of course this makes you feel very abundant. You could have been going through a really rough patch with your significant other and you sort it all out and there's this wonderful feeling of love back in the relationship. Then of course this will make you feel very abundant. But I do see, my dear Aquarians, you have been thinking about whatever this pentacle represents to you. You've given it so much time and attention that you have created a gateway for yourself. And at the beginning of this week, it is as though a door opens up for you and there is possibility to walk through and actually tap in to this abundance. Right, let's move on and get some further insight into this. So we now want to look at your possible challenges, and we've got Seven of Pentacles and Hanged Man. Now, this Seven of Pentacles card is directly connected to that pentacle right there that you are holding, whatever abundance represents to you. You are being told that this week, the more time and attention you give that pentacle, you're going to see something actual grow. Something is going to come out of it. It might just be the beginning stages, my dear Aquarians, but the potential that lies beneath the surface is great. And you're being asked to water that little sapling. Water it with attention. Water it with love. If this is a relationship, give this relationship time. Commit to it, my dear Aquarians, if you want to see it grow and expand. If this little sapling is starting a new business, work at this business from the heart. Because with all these pentacles lying beneath the surface, the more you give it time and attention, it's going to grow and expand. So here we see you created the gateway. And now with Seven of Pentacles, you're being asked to actually do something. This is now wanting to meet somebody significant. Aquarius, this would be the week where you actually do something. The dreaming time is over. So you could join, say, certain like-minded groups where you know there is going to be possibility to meet people that you can connect with. You could ask your network, do they have anybody they know of to introduce you to, and you might even want to consider online dating. The only challenge I see coming up for you is if you get caught in Hanged Man energy, and this would be the energy of analysis paralysis. So you stay in this energy of Two of Wands, thinking, dreaming, planning, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that. I want to start my own business. I've got a wonderful idea. I think I'll create a website and an Instagram account. And you've got all these ideas. But instead of moving on to Seven of Pentacles and getting it going, you move back into Hanged Man and you start to second guess yourself. Well, maybe that product isn't a good product for a new business. Maybe I should think of something else totally. I really, really want to meet somebody, but I don't know if I feel comfortable starting online dating. Maybe I'll just wait a bit and see if my friends know of anybody. And so you hold yourself back. You're being asked, my Aquarians, not to doubt yourself, not to second guess yourself. You have a very clear understanding what that pentacle represents to you. Now get moving to the next step. Now let us move on and see what Five of Pentacles and Five of Swords is for you. That is sitting in messages and advice from Spirit. Now this is a very interesting message, and it's mostly coming through, my dear Aquarians, letting me know the backstory to what we have seen and spoken about. Spirit wants me to know that many of my Aquarians have really felt incredibly lonely and isolated of late. And this could also be the energy of struggling financially. That is why the pentacle is coming up so strongly for you. It could also be that you're feeling unappreciated, unseen, and unloved. A lot of my Aquarians are also going through a period where there is a lot of worry and anxiety, and this is that chatter going on in your head. What if I start my own business and I fail? What will people say about me? What if I lose money? What if I leave my job and I never find another job? How will I make ends meet? What if I meet somebody online and they're not who they say they are and I get my heart broken? And of course, this energy and this energy all can cause you to stay in Hanged Man's energy. So Spirit is coming in saying that there could be reason for you really to hold back, but they want you to rise above it. You've got to tap in to that strength, my dear Aquarius. Yes, this is not easy energy, and we feel as though we're swimming against the current and we're on our own and no one's helping us. It's really tough. But Spirit is asking you, in spite of all of this, you are coming through as Queen of Pentacles. You are meant to be abundant. You're meant to be prosperous. This is your natural energy. And so, as the gateway opens, start, my dear Aquarians. You will not be sorry. Now, at the end of the week, we've got the Tower and the Ten of Wands. What an apt and dramatic ending to the week. Aquarius, this energy of Ten of Wands, which is the energy of feeling as though you are walking through knee-high mud in order to get to where you're going. That energy of nothing going for you, carrying a heavy burden, and you have to keep going and keep going and keep going to get the breakthrough, which of course could be very connected to Five of Pentacles and Five of Swords and push you back into Hanged Man. 10 tells me it's ending. This is coming to an end. But what an ending we are seeing for you. We have the Tower. I see a big, dramatic, and the most spectacular ending. In this Tower card, we've got the lightning coming through, striking the bark of the tree. And as you can see, all the butterflies are coming out of the tree. Something happens, my dear Aquarians, at the end of the week. It's so sudden, it's so shocking, but it's so wonderful because it brings in the transformation that you have been dreaming, wishing, and praying for. It helps you to release out of all this energy that could have been holding you back in some way and everything that is associated with it. It's like within an instant it changes. So the kind of thing I'm seeing here is that, going back to that example of you wanting to meet somebody, What I'm seeing here is that you just say go to your regular coffee shop to have brunch with your friends, and one of your friends brings along another friend, and you're all sitting and talking, and before you know it, there is an instant strong attraction and connection between you and this person, and a new relationship begins. You could have been planning and dreaming to get that new business going. And of course, there's a lot of fear with starting a new business. By the end of the week, what I'm seeing with the Tower energy, perhaps you speak to a close friend or your significant other or a family member about it, and they give you that final confirmation telling you, Aquarius, this is the most incredible idea. What do you need from me in order to make this happen? You've got to get going now. And so we see the beginning of a wonderful new business. Now, of course, my dear Aquarians, these were just very simple examples. This is going to come through in areas that are very significant to you. But I do see a wonderful and spectacular change coming about. Right, let's move on and get a message from your spirit animal for the week. So we just want to see now what Aquarius' spirit animal is for this week, please. And you have got number 33, Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. The number 33 is your lucky number. Any combination or variation of the number 3, please consider very auspicious. The horse is your spirit animal. So wherever the horse comes up for you, this too is a blessed sign. And look at your message. Freedom is yours. And you know, my dear Aquarians, when you come out of the thinking and planning mode, when you come out of the energy of hanged man, being stuck, overthinking and doubting yourself, and when you release out of 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords, my gosh, the freedom that is coming for you is so beautiful and so dramatic, because you've been carrying quite a lot of anxious and heavy energy, and now you shed that off and you gallop into your future. Very encouraging and exciting to see. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.